A lot of people are riding out these latest storms right in their homes. Salvation Army's Michael Schwartz is on the phone with us right now. In Puerto Rico, that could be a bit of a crapshoot, Michael, I'm sure. A lot of people have been rushed to more secure, safer locales, even from U.S. hotels and all. But they might not be returning to much when they get back. 80% of the homes in one area considered beyond repair. But what's going on here?
So absolutely, and good afternoon. So with the Salvation Army, what we're currently seeing there on the ground is they did move a lot of the individuals that had some impacts from Hurricane Irma a week and a half ago from their homes that were damaged actually into shelters and locations that were a little bit more secure. Also with the evacuation of individuals from hotels that are along the coast into more secure areas. Certainly with the Salvation Army and our footprint in both Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, we're already on the ground. We actually have over 900 of our volunteers and staff that are already there that call those areas home. This is their communities where they live and work, and we're ready to step forward as soon as the storm is at a place where it's safe for us to do so. And this is just continuing, response that we've been doing for the last week and a half or so there, specifically on Puerto Rico and in the Virgin Islands. Just to give you an idea.
Go ahead. Finish that, though, and I'm sorry.
Yep, no, just to give you a real quick idea, just on Puerto Rico alone, the Salvation Army over the last week or so has served just shy of 78,000 meals to about 21,000 people a day. And then when you look further at, St. Thomas, which was absolutely devastated by Hurricane Irma, they lucked out this time with the storm being less so, but we're still serving, almost 3,000 people there and have served 21,000 meals. So this is something certainly that's impacted both the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, and will continue to do so for quite a while.
You say for quite a while, and of course, Puerto Rico already was hit hard by Irma, not to the degree it's getting hit now by Maria, but the whole region itself has had a great deal of damage. How does the Salvation Army kind of spread the wealth there? I mean, there's only so much you can do and only so many personnel you have.
Well, we try to do absolutely the best that we can with the resources that we have. Being that, we do have a footprint already there on the islands, we have community centers that are there. We have equipment and locations that are already set up and people in place. It's not as if, we're having to bring in resources and personnel from other places across the country into the Caribbean. We're already there. We've been there since before the storm hit. And, long after the storm passes, these are our communities and we will be there. But you're right, you focus on, the higher impact areas and then start working from there back to reach into communities that, have maybe a little less impact, but they still have needs. And, the Salvation Army is committed to be there until all, needs are met, serving, the communities that we live in. Even taking preparedness efforts, on Sunday we actually went out in Puerto Rico on St. Thomas specifically and handed out food boxes and gallons of water and emergency supplies, so people that were in safe locations, on Puerto Rico and St. Thomas could hunker down in their houses and actually be self-sufficient for several days, which will help us to be able to serve the most needy who are homeless or severely, impacted for the first day or two before they're able to, they run out of the resources we've given them and they come back to us for more help.
Well, this is when they really appreciate the Salvation Army and you, Mike Schwartz. Thank you very, very much.